Okay, there we go. Hi, and welcome to the We Hate the Phillies
Sometimes.
podcast. Or, I don't know, should we even call it a podcast, really? This is just like a channel and a show now. I mean, it's not.
Well, we're going to now get into a consistent groove.
Oh, we are.
Well, yeah, right.
Okay.
Don't we? Isn't that what we want to do? Or
Well, you were the problem all
I know,
along. So
always have been.
I'm happy that you're saying this now.
I fully aware of the problems I cause on a daily basis in my life.
So, welcome, folks, to our channel. Please like and subscribe. Share this video when you can. We would really appreciate it. To our tens of followers, I say welcome back. Please spread the word about the quality broadcast and insight that you're receiving regularly on this show. So let's go. So this is the trade deadline day, and it is 7:13 p.m. here on the East, and the trade deadline has passed, and we have some things to talk about. Who they picked up, who they got rid of, and what we think about the trades and how we're going to handle these. And I wanted to say right off the top, I do not understand Dave Dombrowski. I do not understand how he could trade the one piece that we had that was going to guarantee us a World Series championship this year, and that is Seth Johnson. That guy was amazing. Is he looking at a different player than me? Did he get confused and let this guy? He is the future of this franchise, or was. I just hope that we pick him back up again in the off season. If God willing, if we could just get him back, that would really make a big difference. What do you think? I mean, we're lost. We're lost without him. I mean, who's going to give up 4 runs in the 7th inning in a 2-run game? Who's going to do it? If not,
I don't know. Kirkering. I don't know. Name somebody. Anyone on the current staff.
Listen, all you need is Seth Johnson and Duran. That's it. You win every game. You win every
as
game.
long as we're winning 5-4 going into the 9th. As long as we're up 5-0 heading into his stance on the mound, and he gives up his 4, and then Duran closes it out, we're good.
I was just hoping that they would eventually move Seth Johnson to a starting role, and that maybe he could be as good as Aaron Nola. Maybe.
But you know what I'm going to say, right?
No. Who's better than Aaron Nola?
No, all this activity.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they just go back and get our boy T. Walker?
Yeah, no shit.
He's not doing anything, right?
Cy Young contender Taijuan Walker.
Right? There's still time.
There is.
For the Cy Young for him.
Absolutely.
I don't know why they didn't bring him back.
Well, no, I heard that the Angels are going to DFA their entire pitching staff and bring back only Taijuan Walker, and he's going to do all the pitching out there
for the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's what I
like
heard.
it.
Yeah, no,
I like it.
It's a new approach. It's called killing your pitcher in one season.
Yeah. Well, before we get into the Phillies, I did want to ask you quickly, because I thought it was an interesting comment I saw just because of the trade deadline. And it has to do with the Angels, since we're talking about them, and Mike Trout. And somebody made a comment, while he is a great player, does he have a loser mentality, that he hasn't asked to be traded? He hasn't asked the Angels to do anything offensively, defensively, pitching staff, you name it. And he just seems to be content staying out there.
Right.
And they're not a good team year in and year out. And it's kind of like a waste of talent. So is it he's just too comfortable, or does he really not care about winning?
I don't know. It's a good point.
I just found it interesting, because I never thought of it that way. But then when you look back at it, there could be some validation to it.
And it may be that, he's a big deal for that team. He's the biggest deal, and he gets all the attention, and he doesn't share the spotlight with anybody now that Ohtani's moved to LA, to the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's it. Maybe he likes being the sort of the big fish in the small pond kind of deal. I mean, Anaheim's really kind of a small market compared to LA, and they certainly have a small market mentality in terms of spending money. So it's like I was talking to you a few weeks ago, or back when we finally got rid of Castellanos, and saying, Castellanos came to Philadelphia with high expectations, but he didn't have a winning mentality. He never played for a team that had the expectation of winning.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be Trout. Maybe they don't do well with the added pressure. I mean, in Philadelphia, for Christ's sake, there's a lot of pressure there, right?
Yeah, I just feel like
if you don't the booing, you don't understand why the fans boo.
Right.
Be hurt. You get your little feelings hurt.
Yeah, I just feel like he's going to go down his career. It'll always just be a what if.
Right.
Like he'll have all the stats that measure up, but nothing in the postseason. Like there's no real good postseason stats. There's been no run in the playoffs. He hasn't sniffed anywhere near a championship. Right. So I just feel like he's going to be one of those really great players, really great. But what if they did a little more to help him? What if he got frustrated and left? Would he have a couple championships by now? Possibly.
I could totally see a scenario, though, where he gets really old and he's getting ready to retire, and he asks for a deadline trade to someone who's going to win the World Series.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not out of the realm, but just signs on and does a DH somewhere on a contender, kind of like I can't think of his name, eludes me now, but there's a few of the older guys that just kept hanging around and finally get a little something when they land on the right team.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of a scenario like that, but we all know that happens for sure.
I feel like Jim Thome was kind of one of those guys, kind of jumped around to see if he could get one last run in it, but just a shame. Really great player, and on the East Coast we don't get to watch him.
Right. Well, it's the same.
So
it's the same with Ohtani and those guys, right? The Dodgers. I mean, I went to see the Phillies play the Dodgers this year in Philadelphia, and Ohtani didn't do anything. I mean, I don't want him to go and hit 10 home runs against my team, but at the same time,
at least see one. It's a good scenario. Like if we're up 8-0, go ahead, crack your 2-run homer. We're good. Yeah. I get it.
And in 15 years, when I'm at like an old folks' home and people are coming to visit me, and I can tell them stories about, I saw Ohtani play once when I was younger. Once everybody has completely come around to the fact that he's the greatest player to ever play baseball.
And I'm sure your story will include he chopped down his own tree, used it as a bat, and hit 4 grand slams.
Exactly.
At that point in your life.
I would have liked that story, though, to say I really did see him hit a home run, or I really did see him pitch, a one hitter or something.
Yeah, that would be impressive.
So anyway, we'll talk about the real consequential trades now. So what's your feeling overall about how the Phillies did today?
I guess overall okay. I mean, I like obviously the addition. It gives another obviously amazing solid bat, consistent hitter. Well, he 3-time batting champ,
right?
In a very short career. I mean,
yeah, he's only 29 years old,
right? And you've already won 3 batting titles, so I like it. I think it'll help. We put him in lead off, obviously. Bye, Trea.
You think?
Well, if we're talking about someone that consistently gets on base, he gets on base, there's usually a guarantee then he'll still be there for Bryce when he gets up. How can you
Yeah.
not put him at leadoff?
I hadn't really thought about it, but I guess you're right. I guess that's where he belongs.
If he's going to be a more consistent leadoff hitter than Turner,
Mm-hmm.
I want him in there. Men on bases is what we need right now. That would be my personal opinion. I'd like to see him lead off to start to see, because if he can get on and we can get some runs early, because that's where we struggle, especially when Nola and some of these other guys pitch. We don't get on the board early, and then it's like their confidence gets shattered right away.
Right.
Like they don't have the will to battle back, but if we can consistently get someone on and get some early runs, I think it's beneficial to at least try it.
It's interesting that you say that, because that happens. They get discouraged and nothing happens, but they also get full of themselves when they do score early, and then they stop scoring.
That's also true.
I look at Arraez, and I, paid attention to him over the years because he is kind of the exception these days in terms of someone who hits for average, right? So I just think that he's the guy that goes up there and does whatever he can to get on base. You know, he walks a lot. He doesn't strike out. He hits like a beast. I just think that we have a mentality of just like smashing home runs, man. Like, we're not looking for the hit. We're not looking just to poke something over the infield. And that's really, where Trea Turner's strengths should be. And so I think that you're right. He should come in. I mean, okay. So what's your lineup?
Well, I would put him at leadoff, and then I almost want to put Turner in the second spot just because he's got the speed, and if he can get on, now you have two guys on that can both run really well. We know Turner can run well. So now you have two guys on, and now here comes Bryce.
Right.
So you always have the potential there to have at least one, possibly both men on, depending when Turner's in his, he's been batting. I'll give Turner credit. He's been batting extremely well right now.
Right.
So if you use that to your advantage right now while he's hot, and you can have 1 to 2 guys on when Bryce steps up,
right,
then I would put, I'd like to put Schwarber there, but he's just too, I don't know, whatever's going on right now. He just doesn't seem like he has any confidence at the plate.
I think these weird illnesses that he's had are really taking a toll on him. I mean, coming out of the All-Star break, his timing might have been screwed up from participating in the home run derby.
Sure.
I don't know, but he's been sick with some stomach stuff going on. I don't know. I think he's got the Trump diarrhea, maybe. That's probably the problem.
So thinking about all that, then yes, I would put Harper in the third, probably followed by Bohm and then Schwarber.
Really? You're going to have Schwarber down that far, huh?
Well, it's not ideal,
right?
But until things get straightened out. And then you put Marsh behind Schwarber. And then, then Stott, JT, and, whoever's
Crawford,
left. Whoever's left. I get it's not ideal, but I'm just trying to work it with. There's so many guys that aren't hitting right now.
Well, I
hate being top heavy too, but
yeah,
I feel like right now we have to, because putting any one of the top 3 or 4 at the bottom of the lineup until the Stott and them show they consistently get on base, it does us no good.
Right. Yeah, I'm wondering, and I agree with all your points and your lineup for the most part. I think that you have some problems with people who want to bat in the first inning that are guaranteed an at bat in the first inning, and I know Harper is very much of that mentality. I don't know if Schwarber falls into that, but what if you were to do Arraez, Harper, Schwarber,
Turner,
or Bohm, or Marsh?
Right now, I would put Turner above Bohm. and Marsh hitting wise. Yeah. He seems a little more confident at the plate. Marsh still has it a little bit, but and Bohm, he's just an anomaly. One game he goes up there and he looks great, and then the next he looks like he has no idea what he's doing at the plate.
Right. So let's do this then. You go Arraez, Turner, Harper, Schwarber, Marsh, Bohm, Stott, JT, and then Crawford, Hill, whoever you're going to trot out.
Whoever your platoon outfielder is.
Right.
So, and that's my other concern with this trade is the wear and tear on Bryce being back out in right field.
Yeah,
he's had shoulder injury.
I think Donnie Baseball might have jumped the gun on that one a little bit.
Well, yeah, because my concern is when Bryce Harper plays, he plays balls to the wall.
Right.
And there's not going to be one ball he doesn't go after. There's not going to be one that he doesn't dive for or jump into the stands for. He's going to go all out.
Right.
My concern is if he does something this last month heading into, if they get to a better spot in the playoffs, that he possibly injures himself.
Right. I mean, maybe you get into a rotating situation where you do Arraez, Harper, Bohm, all going through first base, and then you're giving him a break. You can let Harper DH some, and then you minimize the amount of time that he's in right field as much as you can.
Yeah, I feel like this will also hurt Sosa's playing time too, who I enjoy.
I enjoy Sosa too, but he's been awful.
Yeah, he has.
And we talked about this before. I don't get the mentality of, he's never going to be an everyday player.
I think he should be.
I don't know why. I mean, I would 75% of the time rather see him at shortstop than Turner.
Mm-hmm. He's a very solid fielder. I think that gets overlooked with him.
Yeah, except when he's in the outfield, he scares me when he's out in left field.
Outfield, yes, but he doesn't cover that ground extremely well. But shortstop, I have no issues if he was an everyday shortstop. I would be extremely happy if he was.
Well, in the whole Arraez second base thing, it seems to be a bit of some opinions that are contrary to one another in the baseball world. Someone said he's just a passable second baseman. And then I saw a report right before we started this. Someone was saying, he worked so much with Ron Washington and had really worked on it, become an elite second baseman. That was the exact words in this article. And I just thought, what are you, I have no idea. I only know the guy for hitting. I don't know anything about his fielding.
Hitting. I haven't watched him much, so I'll have to go back and look at some highlights. But I don't mind Stott at second. I think Stott's actually a fairly above average fielder. I think he plays very good defense. Obviously, we know his bat is extremely inconsistent, probably the most inconsistent on the team.
Right.
But I do feel good when he's at second base. I don't worry. So if they do rearrange it, I'm glad he's still at second, I think. But we'll see what the lineups look like when I imagine Arraez will be here and ready to play tomorrow.
That's what I'm thinking. He's probably going to be in the dugout tonight.
Yeah, I haven't looked, so I'm not sure, but I assumed he'd be in the lineup tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, it was like when Skubal got traded to LA, I think he was in the dugout the next day. It's like, okay, get the fuck out of Detroit, man. I'm going to sunny California.
I'm going to go win a championship this year.
Right. It'd be interesting to see what they do with him. Do they try to extend him? Or they just use him as a rental to win this third championship and then move on?
If he's pitching well and they win a championship, they're keeping him. They're not going to get rid of him. They're going to go for 4. Why wouldn't you? I mean, obviously, there's the threat of the lockout for the 27 season. However, before that happens, if he pitches well and they do win, I would certainly try and re-sign him and go for a 4 straight.
Well, does it make sense as ownership and general manager at some of these teams to say, okay, well, we don't think there's going to be a season next year, so let's just get everybody that we can.
Oh yeah,
here at the
I'm
end
sure
of the
that's
season.
probably in the back of I'm sure that's probably in the back of most of their heads. Like, hey, and that was probably their thought process. Hey, if we can get him, let's get him. Let's wrap this up this year because next year is unknown. So that's a good point. That's sound logic.
So who else did we pick up? I didn't do any show prep or anything as usual. And
they picked up some.
Oh, they picked up that reliever from
they gave up some picks and stuff. So they got the reliever from the Mets, but
hey, I think that you could cobble something together between him and Duran and John, Big Bad John.
Yeah.
What's his last name?
I can't remember.
Anyway.
It's not that important.
Boland.
Yes. Something with
anyway, I like the guy, but I can't remember his fucking name.
Hey, it's a family show. Watch
that's
that.
That's 2 F-bombs so far.
I'm
keeping a tally here because I have to pay my daughter $1 every time I do it.
All right. I'll send you a check. We'll make sure by the end of this podcast season she has enough for college.
I always love the old joke about the swear jar and how I just would get up in the morning, just stick a 20 in there first thing,
just to be ready, just
to cover myself for the rest of the day.
You know what, day? Fuck you. I'm ready to go. Here's a 20. Let's do it.
Right. Hey, you guys wanted me to stop swearing? Well, here's my 20. You got to eat a big pile of shit for all I care.
That's right. So, I
think overall, compared to like the last
was there anything
seasons,
you would have done differently, or is there somebody you would have went after besides Arraez, somebody else to a bigger name to bolster the pitching staff? Do you think they kind of dropped the ball on that?
I think it was kind of slim pickings. Honestly.
Well, I do too.
Outside of Skubal, there wasn't really any elite level pitchers that were going to be available because so many teams are still in the playoff hunt. I don't think anybody's given up their best pitcher.
No.
I saw that Jacob deGrom was going to be traded again, and he invoked his no trade clause. Now, why he'd want to stay in Arlington, I don't know. Maybe he just likes it there. Maybe he's from there. Is he from Texas? But so I don't know that there's anybody I would have gone after any differently. I think we definitely needed the bat. I would have preferred to not get another left-hander. It would have been nice to have a right-handed bat in there. But I think Arraez is great. And if we got a whole team of lefties, what are we going to do? It's funny because when you talk to parents who have boys or young men who are playing baseball, and they were kind of destined to play baseball because of the influence of their fathers, they always wanted them to be left-handers. I mean, how many guys do we have now at the pro level that bat left and throw right?
Right.
So
it's always been that lefties have always been regarded as you need them, you want them.
Right. And that's because there were so many right-handed pitchers for years and years and years, right? That was the majority of it. But now I think that, people are starting to appreciate the left-handed pitching even more than they used to because left-handers versus left-handers seems so daunting as a batter. To have the ball start out behind you and then cross over and land in the strike zone. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous for a left-handed batter to put up. I mean, Matt Strom used to be that way. He was over on the rubber so far to the first base side that he was really throwing from behind you.
Yeah.
And did you see he gave up that big home run the other night?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Poor guy. He hasn't been the same since the Phillies let him go. So I'm playing in Kansas City, and I suck now. That's the worst move of your career.
I mean, that's a kick in the pants, right? it all fell apart for you.
Well, and that's one of those ones where I went, oh man, I kind of got used to Matt Strom being around, and he got kind of iffy toward the end there, and he was not as reliable as he first was. But at the same time, I had a certain amount of comfort with him and knowing that he had the capacity to be really good.
He did,
and it's showing now what he's doing out there is it was probably the right move to let him go.
Yeah.
Poor guy. So yeah, I don't know. Who do you think we missed out on from a pitching standpoint? I couldn't. I wasn't expecting the Trout thing from an offensive standpoint. I wasn't expecting much. So
I think I saw like the A's picked up Jeff Hoffman from the Blue Jays. No, you're right. I mean, nothing was overly exciting outside of Schwarber, which obviously we know the Dodgers ate him up, and that's that.
And the Tigers got some prospects, and I know that LA's farm system is strong and has a lot of really good folks in it. And maybe Detroit saw something in those young guys that we don't know about, and maybe it was a good pickup for them long term. But I don't know. I think I would rather, if I was Detroit, to have some impact, an impact player. Take Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, because a lot of the things I've read, everyone says that the Tigers got absolutely hosed in that deal. Mm-hmm. That the Dodgers basically gave them crap, and got Schwarber. Farm system still intact. It was like they basically got him for pennies, which it seemed like it.
I don't get it. I don't get it. They could have really,
and that's why it bothers me. Any other team in baseball could have done that.
Yeah, and so
they didn't give up anything really for him.
Yeah, anybody could have put together that package for him,
right? And no one did.
Yeah, so any of the small market teams that are crying about not being in on Schwarber, I think you're full of shit, because you absolutely could have been. Yeah,
everyone could have, because clearly the Tigers were just looking for any type of solid farm system prospect that they could maybe just try and rebuild theirs or pad theirs, and Dodgers stepped in and did it. It's a little disappointing.
I think the one thing I'm disappointed in, and I have been for a couple of years, so I want Randy Arozarena. I want him to come to Philadelphia.
Yeah,
I think he's got a lot of positive energy. I think he could really come in, make some difference in the outfield, give you some offense. But I think he's an attitude guy. He's a clubhouse guy. I think it would go a long way to have someone that's a little fun playing on this team.
I agree. They should.
Who's fun? Who's fun on our team? Nobody's fun except Marsh, right?
Marsh. He's really it. Everyone else looks like they wake up and have to eat a bag of dicks every day. Like, that's what they all come to the ballpark, and it's like, yeah, I had to eat a bag of dicks today, so I'm miserable. And then Marsh comes in, Captain Caveman. He's like, hey, who's ready to play some baseball? I'm going to slick my hair back, and we're going to go out and do some fun shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And nobody cares.
Could you imagine him and Arozarena playing in the outfield together?
They'd be out there playing tic-tac-toe in the grass.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic.
Between plays. It'd be great. It'd be great.
Yeah, I've always had a fascination with him and with Teoscar Hernandez. And he was available a couple years ago, and it would have been nice to have picked him up.
And if you look back, Marsh and Stott used to be that other fun guy with Marsh, and then he got all sourpuss because he can't hit the ball worth a lick. So.
Oh no, I think that's because he got married and he's not having any fun anymore.
I guess.
He married and has a kid now, and he's losing sleep because it's a stupid kid.
Yeah.
That's the biggest mistake. Becoming domesticated is the worst thing that could ever happen to a baseball.
What the Phillies should be doing is following after the Sixers, because they're trying to get everybody.
Right.
So they got LeBron, and now they're in talks with signing Kevin Love for a 1-year veteran deal just to have a good locker room presence, veteran guy there that's won a championship. I don't mind it. If he can step in for Embiid and get, a couple minutes a game just to give Embiid a blow, and hey, I'll take 7-8 points and 6-7 rebounds from him just to fill time. Why not?
I don't know.
But I think they need a lot.
I've never really been a fan. I think he's like the great white hope for a lot of these teams.
I mean, he's had a good career, but if you have a veteran like that in the locker room, especially with the younger kids, I mean, you have James, but outside of that, no one on that team, Embiid included, they don't know how to win a championship. They don't know how to. Every time they get in the playoffs, they shit the bed. So you have someone like LeBron and Kevin Love who have been to the finals, who have won
Brown.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, now with him, I think he has some value to teach some of the younger players, some of the bigger players, a little bit how to move better, some spacing, and I think it'll help. I don't think he's going to come in and dominate, but I think from a locker room perspective, I thought it's a good thing.
What about Durant? Have they not seriously discussed Durant because he wants out of Houston?
He wants out really bad, and he's been on record making his comparisons that the Sixers are now what the Golden State Warriors were when he was there, and I think he wants to be part of it. But I don't know if that'll happen.
Well, then let's loop this in, because it's interesting, because we've just picked up Arraez.
Mm-hmm.
He's practically at a new team every year.
Yeah.
3-time batting champion, right? Why does he get traded so much?
Is it because he is that consistently good that he is always tradable?
It's just a high. You get a lot in return for him. I don't know. Maybe he's an asshole.
He could be a complete douche.
He could be clubhouse poison. But at the same time, I don't think that we would have brought him here if he were.
Probably not. I don't think so. I mean, but it does raise the question, why?
Yeah, I've always wondered, because what was he in Florida, and then he was in San Diego, and
I'm gonna tell you in a second.
Yeah, it's he's kind of all over the place, and I'm wondering. I've always thought, well, this guy's such a great hitter. He's like a Pete Rose or a Tony Gwynn. He's that talented of a hitter in a scientific standpoint, right?
Yeah. Let me look here. It didn't really give me what I was looking for.
I'd look on my phone, but it's my camera.
Well, aren't you fancy?
Well, or just too poor to buy a camera.
Yeah, I mean, he was with the Twins from 2019 to 22, 3 years, gone. He was from the Marlins, 23 to 24, gone. Padres, 24 to 25, gone. And then he was at the Giants, the start of the season this year, and now he's the Phillies. So since 2019, the Phillies are his 1, 2, 3, 4. They're his 15.
Right. And his career batting average is what? Like over 300.
Right.
I just don't see a scenario where I let that guy go.
That's why it's a little odd. Because
is it just because he's on teams that historically don't win and they're always moving people at the trade deadline?
I mean, look at it. It's the Twins, Marlins, Padres, and Giants. So that could also be it. I mean, we're talking 5 teams in 7 years.
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So, but to your point, none of these teams are world beaters. None of these teams have been in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to your point, trade bait, they use him to try and if that is the case, the confidence that this man has to not let himself get down, constantly being traded, and he just go up and he just fucking hits.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Right.
Like it doesn't ruin his confidence. He doesn't care. He just clearly just wants to play baseball and be on the field. And I don't think it matters to him what team he's on. So maybe it works out and it's somebody they keep.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I hope so. I guess we'll see. I've never heard the man speak. I've never seen an interview with him, so I'd love to see his first time after a game. See how he does with Kruk. Because the sense of humor is important. The sense of humor is important, and maybe he has a sense of humor. Maybe he's got a real winning personality.
I hope so. Because, well, you know what? At this point, I don't care. Like, let's just get into the playoffs and make something happen. Right.
Yeah, I just want someone that's not going to disrupt any chemistry that we may have still.
Yeah, agreed. But so, I mean, overall, it wasn't horrible. It was, I mean, it was good, but you know, you always want more when you look at other teams that land like some of the bigger names. It's like, oh, why couldn't we do that? And we probably could have.
Right.
We just chose not to. But it's still a solid piece. I think it'll benefit the lineup, and I guess we'll know tomorrow night.
Yeah, he better be good. That's all I have to say. If he ever dips below 300, I'm going to say trade him immediately.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, we have, you know, other people we can plug in there.
What's the contract situation with him?
I didn't see any numbers yet.
We are terrible. This is the worst.
I don't know if it's actually been reported. I don't know if
it's the worst show ever. No research.
No,
I come in here from eating dinner and I just start podcasting. I don't even.
But that's what you should do. That's what you should do. I mean, I'm gonna look it up and see. See if they mention his contract at all.
I'm bringing it up too.
All right, what do we got here? They signed him to a 1-year deal worth $12 million.
Oh, so he's a rental.
And this winter he'll become an unrestricted free agent.
Okay.
The Phillies are going to take on his remaining 2.97.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think I guess we'll see how he does.
Right. Are you upset about us losing Ramon Marquez for him?
Who?
Yeah.
Look, I'm not upset about anything if it's going to help this team turn around and start winning some games and make a playoff run.
Right.
I'll put it that way.
Hey, I was totally in. As far as I was concerned, all of our top prospects were on the table.
Yeah.
Including Crawford and Miller and Gage Wood.
Yeah.
And Painter. If we're going to make a serious run in this short window that we have, I don't care. We can suffer through some lean years after this core goes away, where we don't make the playoffs and stuff. And, now that we have basketball to watch,
right,
it's not so bad.
And possibly hockey too, with the way the Flyers were this year.
Yeah, true.
So,
well, I just want to make sure that Philadelphia maintains its streak of all 4 teams going to the playoffs this year. So the Phillies are the last ones that we need to worry about making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, they better not let us down.
Right, and that should be their motivation.
This podcast should be their motivation.
Yeah.
If you're watching Donnie Baseball, win some fucking games.
He watches every episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No,
absolutely.
He's the guy that has got his ear to the ground.
Can you give me one Mattingly?
Get rid of those sideburns. Mattingly, get rid of those sideburns. What sideburns? You heard me, hippie.
They're one of the best clips from The Simpsons.
Yeah, I was sitting there one night with the wife and we're watching the baseball game. Early on when Don took over, and going, hey, he was on a Simpsons episode. So I had to go and look at what it was, and then immediately bring it up on Disney Plus. Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, no, yeah.
It's great. It's great.
A pretty sizable piece of that episode, bigger than other players too. Like Ken Griffey Jr.'s part wasn't as big.
No, only Donnie Baseball.
That's right, as it should be.
Exactly.
Ken Griffey, what? No. But anyway, so okay, I grade it up. I would give him a solid B for this.
That's what I was thinking. B, no more, no less. I think they filled a need.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, a wow trade deadline, but yeah, I think a B is a fair grade for what they did.
Yeah, no, I think there isn't anybody else that made a trade, excluding the Skubal trade. Nobody else had any big blockbuster thing that I went.
No, it was actually outside of Skubal. It was a very quiet trade deadline.
Yeah.
I mean, pieces moved, but there was nothing outside of that. Waking up and seeing that, there wasn't anything, no other real wow factor.
Yeah, I could have done with picking up Lars.
I mean, you even look at
maybe,
and I'm surprised about the Mets. Like everybody was on the board for the Mets, and they're all still there.
Yeah, we could have taken care of our Trea Turner problem by picking up Lindor, but no in division training, please.
Yeah,
no in division, please.
So, and they listened and they didn't. And now the Mets still have all this talent and still suck.
Right. No, in the Steve Cohen era, it hasn't gotten any better. I remember everybody was so excited when he bought the team that things are really going to turn around, and if nothing else, it's actually gotten worse.
Yep.
Because he spent the money and they still suck.
Well, yeah. That's the trade deadline. It has come and gone. And
well, let's talk about the Phillies play since the All-Star game. And it's been pretty awful.
Downright awful up until last night, really. Sanchez looked good.
Yeah.
Was it last night or the night before? No, it was last night before. Sanchez looked great.
And Wheeler looked good for the 2 innings that he pitched in that.
Bullpen looked good. Bullpen looked good. They put up some runs. So it's
maybe
just
everybody was afraid to get traded, so they
everyone played.
Yeah,
it's just these weird slumps that they have.
Yeah,
like when they come off extended rest, or it seems like every year they come out of the All-Star break and just look dreadful.
Right.
And
I think it's like we shouldn't send anybody anymore.
They looked horrible in the game. The home run derby probably really jacked up Schwarber because he was swinging at the ball like he was trying to kill it, which I get that's the point. But we were playing very good baseball up until the All-Star break. Right. I mean, like April, like May, we're posting about how we caught the Braves. We're 2.5 out and they suck and they're on a slide.
Yeah.
And now here we are once again, looking back up at them.
Yeah.
6.5, 7 games out of first.
Yeah. But let's be honest. They right before the All-Star break, they were kind of sucking. They were. It was like they were like really looking forward to the break. They kind of half checked out.
Right, and it's like they never came back from it.
Well, but you send so many guys to the All-Star break, nobody's getting any rest if they're going to the All-Star game.
No, I get it. So I agree. Just stop doing it.
Yeah.
The All-Star game should be held for anyone that doesn't get to play on a regular basis. That's your moment. Go.
Yeah.
Just fucking send all the bench players to the All-Star game. Here's your moment. Show them what you can do. The rest of us are going to stay home.
It's a real TV ratings winner.
Mm-hmm. I think
that way.
Get to know all your favorite bench players.
Yeah, every 10th man is in the game.
There you go. See, look how we fixed it.
Yeah, And we don't care what position. We don't care what position they play. We're just going to throw them out there.
No. We'll just toss them out there and see what happens. I think
so. Yeah. So I feel like the tide is turning right now. I feel like we're getting back to where we need to be. That being said, I know there's a game going on right now, and Aaron Nola's pitching. So this might be the end of that upswing.
I'm sure it's going to end miserably.
Yeah.
I haven't looked. I don't want to look because then I'll get disappointed.
I see that. I'm sorry. I'm going back to the trade deadline. I don't mean to, but
go ahead.
I see Adley Rutschman got traded today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He went to the Red Sox. He was somebody I liked there in the beginning. I know he hasn't been doing well last season and a half or so, but he was someone to me I thought we should have traded for and made him the backup to JT.
Yeah.
And right now you could be splitting them 50-50.
Yeah.
And save JT's knees.
That would be nice.
But whatever. We'll stick with Garrett Stubbs.
Yeah. Everyone likes Stubby.
He's the other fun guy.
Yeah.
Problem is he's all fun. No play.
Yeah, he's no business. Yeah, right.
All fun and no business.
All fun and no business.
So anyway, I think that I'm feeling pretty good about the trade deadline. I think I'm feeling pretty good about the direction they're going in. If we could just get Schwarber going, I think that opens everything up.
I agree.
Maybe he's motivated by someone being on base when he comes up.
Maybe something has to change.
Yeah,
because it's not going to be an easy stretch the rest of the way out. Because every game's going to count. I mean,
right.
You have to win every series. Like you can't have these. We're going to lose 2 of 3 or all 3. Like, no, you gotta win the series.
They also got to fix what's going on at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Even home isn't fun to watch anymore, and that was their safe place.
Yeah, I know the road is better for them now, and it's weird. It's really weird because I don't know. It's like we talked about before. I think there's a lot of pressure in Philly.
Yeah, well, there should be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, you're paying all this money to go to these games and support these players. I don't want to see shit when I go there. Are they going to win every game? No, I get that, but there are times they go out there and there's just no effort at all.
Yeah, I get it.
And if you're playing in a market where the fans don't care how you play, why would you even want to be there?
There's nobody in the stands then anyway. Why do you care?
Right. Like, why would you even want to play for that? Like, I would want to play somewhere where they expect the best out of me every night and try and give it to them and show them that I'm out there playing every night for them.
Right.
Because the only reason they are who they are is because the people in the seats paying that money.
Right. No, you're not wrong. So, what do we got then? What's the schedule look like here?
Well, we got the Nationals now. And then let me look here. We have our 4 game with the Nationals at home, and then 3 with the Blue Jays. And then next week we start a road trip with St. Louis, and we will next week discuss one of my favorite things of the year, Field of Dreams against the Twins.
When is the Field of Dreams game?
The Field of Dreams game is, I think it's
the 13th.
Yeah, it's Thursday night next week.
Oh, it's on Netflix too.
Yeah. I think that's so cool. The uniforms look great.
I bought a jersey. I bought one of the jerseys.
Did you? They look amazing. Cool. Like, it's just, that's old school baseball right out in the cornfield. Like, I love watching that game every year. I don't care who's playing. I think it's a great event.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things they get right every year, baseball.
Yeah, they do. And then after that, they got back-to-back home series with those pesky Marlins and the Cardinals. And they round out August then on the road in Seattle and Anaheim.
It's not a bad schedule.
It's not.
That should be
a manageable schedule.
It should be a pretty good August, really.
September is extremely tough. All right, you ready for September? They have 2 games. They wrap up their Arizona series. Then you got a 4-banger at home against the Braves, and then right after that, Monday's the last game, and then Tuesday the 8th, they have a 3-game series with Houston, and then they're right back in Atlanta. Then that following weekend for a 3-gamer with Atlanta. Then they go on the road right after that to Washington, then the fucking Mets, and then at home versus the Brewers and Devil Rays. September looks horrible.
Yeah.
And you got to get through that winning almost every one of those series.
Well, let's hope that August then is a period of adjustment to the new players and the new positions, and we're in a good place going into September.
From your lips to God's ear. I mean, that's a brutal September schedule.
Right. I'm just hoping that they're ready once they get going here. And who knows? Maybe we're talking about a situation where they close the gap with the Braves, and then those games against them are even more meaningful because there's an opportunity to get really close or to leapfrog the Braves at that point. I mean, because the Braves played poorly and let the Phillies catch up, even at the times where Philly wasn't playing that well. They were able to catch up, and I think that they haven't had. Well, I don't think what's his name. I'm drawing a blank on the Braves' big player,
Acuna
Jr.
Yeah.
He, I don't think he's been hurt yet this year.
I thought he was earlier in the year, and that's why they struggled so much.
Yeah,
maybe not.
I can't say I paid attention, but there's usually a period of time toward the end of the season where he gets hurt and then he's done.
Well, I will also say about the series with the Braves, early in the year, they really do just manhandle the Phillies consistently. But I feel like at the end of the year and in the playoffs, when the games actually mean something, they tend to kind of falter against the Phillies a little bit for some reason. When the game actually means something, either playing for a playoff spot or even in the playoffs, I feel like they don't rise to the occasion and be the team that everyone always says they're going to be at the beginning of the year.
Right.
So hopefully that holds true in September.
I just peeked at the score.
I don't even want to know, Dave. Because I know it's probably not going to be good because Nola was on the mound.
It's the same thing with Nola every time.
What do you give up? 2 runs?
No, it's 3. But it's not terrible. That's not.
No, it's
terrible.
Not. And
they're in the 6th, the top of the 6th.
I'm going to guess by the 6th inning now, we probably have only mustered 2 hits. Am I close?
You're way off. It's 3.
3 hits.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So
if I'm Nola,
we give Nolan nothing. We give Nolan nothing, and we criticize him.
I just come in and start throwing fastballs at people's heads. Like, seriously, where are the bats?
Yeah, no, start throwing them at your own players' heads, because
that's what I mean. Just come in the dugout and just
start whipping the ball at him.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to hit?
I don't get it. I mean, he seems like a nice enough guy.
Seems like it.
Why wouldn't you want to give him some support here?
I don't know.
I was kind of holding out because Abrams is up. I would have liked to have seen Abrams come over. That'd have been an interesting problem to have.
Talk to Davey boy. Talk to Davey boy.
Well, I can't criticize Dave as much this year as I have in other trade deadline years and off season work. He at least did something this time.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
So we'll see. We shall see.
All right.
Okay.
We shall see.
So, Brian, today, how do you feel about the Phillies?
I really want to say I hate them just because they've been losing so much, but I'll say today I don't hate them.
I'm with you. I don't love them, but
I don't love them. I don't. Yep. I don't hate them. I don't love them, but I don't hate them.
Right. Yeah.
I probably will if this game keeps going the way it's going.
Yeah. Let me see.
Why?
It looks to be about the same.
Okay. So.
But yeah, I like Abrams a lot. We should have picked him up. Because there was talk about Washington getting rid of him or who's their other big guy? Wood. That there was a possibility that they were going to deal one of them. Right.
But to your point, there was a lot of talk, but everybody kind of held steady and firm because the Nationals are still in the hunt. They're a very solid team.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if the series, if this series goes their way, they'll so everyone, you're right. I think everyone just kind of stood still and was like, you know what? We're kind of in range. We like what we got. Let's see if we can make a run.
And everybody's fighting for a position to be beat by the Dodgers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Except when the Phillies make the World Series and we sweep them, but that's another podcast.
Oh, is that? Are you going to make a proclamation? Are you going to? You're going to make an outrageous Dave type prediction?
I will. I'm going to steal Dave. I'm going to steal Dave's outrageous prediction. Post trade deadline, the Phillies squeak into the playoffs by the hair on my chinny chin chin, and then they go on a run, sweep the Dodgers. 4 games, we're out. Champions.
Okay. Who are they going to play in the World Series? Wouldn't it be funny if it were the Tigers?
You know what? To make it even more outrageous.
Okay.
The Boston Red Sox.
Oh. Yeah. You get no TV viewership
What are your thoughts?
West of Chicago. Nobody watches. But,
are you there?
You can't hear me?
Did you? Now I can. We were getting a little fuzzy there for the first time all podcast. Did you hear who they're playing?
The Sox, the Red Sox.
Yes. Yeah. They are playing unbelievable baseball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think they get in, and I think we get a Phillies Red Sox World Series. And
that's what I was saying.
Take them in 6.
0 television viewership from Chicago West. If that happens, nobody watches the World Series.
No,
and
we don't care. Yeah, we don't care. I think we run through the playoffs. They get hot. I think they sweep the Dodgers, and I think they'll beat the Sox in 6 games.
Oh, okay. And that would be in Boston, probably then, Game 6.
Yeah.
Just hope they get out of there safe. That's all I hope.
As long as they win the championship.
Yeah. It's a bold prediction. I don't think I have anything more outrageous than that for this episode, but I'll work on it.
I'm sure you will, because I'm still waiting for that Walker prediction to come through.
Dude, I hope you put some money on it.
Huh?
I hope you put some money on it at the time I said, because
I think at the time, I think it was 10,000 to 1. So I put $100 on that guy. So
you could totally really retire by choice. You could retire by choice.
Right. That would be ideal.
Yeah,
that would be ideal. So we'll see. We got a couple good ones out there. We'll see if any of them happen.
All right, man. Hey, great show.
It was.
Thanks for spending some time with me and going through all the stuff. I'm with you on the whole Boston Philly thing. I think it's going to happen.
Right. I think, why not? Stranger things have happened.
It's true. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. As always, like and subscribe, please. wherever you can. You can follow us on all the socials. We're out there doing our best to promote this show. So it's time for you all to step up.
That's right.
Start listening to all this bullshit and giving us likes.
Unlike the real Phillies, even if you don't like us and boo us, we can handle it because we don't fucking care.
Well, I care a little bit, but a
smidge, but
I'll
you know,
down deep, just push those feelings.
People
down.
have to know where we stand. We don't care. We do this for fun. And maybe we'll impart some knowledge, and most of the time, probably not.
Probably
and that's
not.
okay. Probably not.
Yeah. All right, brother. Be good.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.